Howdy class, today we are going to try to knock out a couple more of these 3D models. So, on the second sheet of parts we got here, we're going to try a couple of these as well. So we are going to start on number 2. I know we already got a number 2 in here, so just name this number 2A or something like that. So make a new document, we're going to call it number 2A. There we go. This is on the second document that I gave you. If you want to practice on the other ones, that'd be cool too. But we're going to start on number 2. It says page 230 at the top left. If you see that, you're on the right page. Okay, so we're going to start a new sketch. And we are going to select the front view here. And these are a little bit more detailed, I guess. We're going to hide all planes here. So it's going to end up being a lot like the first example there. We're just going to cut a little tiny piece off. So we're going to basically going to show you how to cut things off, cut some of the material away. So let's go ahead and start by building our part here. It's looks like it's going to be 1.25 tall. This edge is 0.75. This will go down 0.75 this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks is 1 inch. Down and back across. Okay, so there's your dimensions. Again, I'm just multiplying all these little boxes by 0.25. So we'll be working with those dimensions. We'll click accept. We'll extrude it. And we're going to extrude this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 inch. Bam. Alright, once you got that, we are going to make a new sketch. We're going to cut out this section right up here in front. I'm going to make a sketch. Click on the top of this box right there. Then we're going to look at the face. So if you right click on it, go to view normal to. I'll rotate you around. We're going to draw a rectangle from the bottom corner. Blam. This is going to be 0.5 down here. And 0.25 across the top. Alright, and we are going to try and cut this out. Oh, say hi, Clayton. Say hi, everybody. Or not, he's still tired. He just woke up. So, we're going to click on the old green check mark up here. And we will extrude this by clicking the extrude button. We'll extrude that thing. I'm going to go to this side, to one of these corner views. We want to remove it this time, so instead of add, we're going to go to remove. We'll cut our little hole, our little notch right there. So remove just cuts a piece of your part off. We'll accept that, and there you go. That is number 2A. All right, so we're going to keep on cracking here. Let's go back to OnShape. We're going to create a new document once again. This time we are going to do number 4. I think this is the only number 4 that we've got. Yeah, so we'll leave it at number 4. Okay. So number 4, again, if you look at page 230, we're going to start with a new sketch on the front. Off all the planes. And we are going to look at the front view here. We're just going to do a rectangle. So start your rectangle. Again, just click. We'll put on these dimensions here soon. And it looks like if you just mouse over the dimensions, they get selected, so that's pretty good. So we need this thing to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall, so that's 1.25. And the width, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 2 inches. 1.25 by 2 inches. We will go ahead and accept that sketch. We're going to extrude it. Extrude that block. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.25 wide. 1.25. There you go. Is our depth. Boom. There we go. There's our basic block. So we're going to cut. We're going to make a new sketch on the top piece up here. So just up top here, we're going to draw a rectangle on the top face. We're going to start somewhere. It doesn't matter where on this line, just try to stay close over here. Just don't start it on the corner. Don't start on the corner, it's gonna not work. Start somewhere down there on that line. This is gonna be 0.5 tall and 0.75 wide. And then we're gonna use our dimension tool up here like we did last week. Dimension from this to this, these two lines, is gonna be 0.25. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and draw, no, we're gonna go ahead and extrude that. So let's go ahead and click the green check mark. We'll go to extrude. We can go back to our isometric view here. We're just gonna extrude this piece right there. We're gonna remove it. So click on remove. We want this to go all the way through our part. You can click on that arrow, you can type in 1.5 or whatever that was, 1.25, and click OK. That's our first cut. And the second cut only goes, looks like 0.75 deep. So we're gonna make another sketch up here. So again, sketch, click on the top face, right click, and we're gonna view normal to. We'll draw another rectangle, corner rectangle. This time do start in the corner. Alright, so I'll draw this corner rectangle. This is gonna be 0.5 on the bottom and 0.75. There we go. We will finish that sketch. Go back to our isometric view. Click on extrude. This time I'm going to click on this rectangle that we just drew. We're going to remove it, but we're only going to remove it 0.75 inches. Enter. That's how far I want it. Bam. Number 4 is done. Alright, so let's move into some harder ones here. We're going to skip down a little bit. I think we're probably going to try number 12 next. So, go back to our main page. We're going to create a new document. We're going to do number 12 this time. Alright, if you look at number 12 is going to be, yeah, it's like an L shape with 2 holes on it and like a rounded edge on top. So the first thing we're going to work on, we're going to get the main big block and we'll just cut everything out of it. All right, so we're going to start a new sketch. Click on the front. On this front, I'm going to get rid of the planes and click on the front view. We're going to draw a rectangle. This rectangle is going to end up being 1.25 high and 2 inches wide. It looks like a lot of these are just the same rectangle, just in different configurations. All right, so we're gonna finish that sketch. Click the green check mark. Go to our isometric view. Extrude it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 1 inch this time. So yeah, we'll leave it at 1 inch. Alrighty then. We're going to make a new sketch on the front here. Click on front. And we're going to use our rectangle tool. We're just going to draw a rectangle here. I'm going to leave it that. I'm not going to change these numbers yet. It looks like we only need 0.25 both directions. So click on division up here. We're going to go between these 2 lines. Say 0.25. In between these 2 lines, it'll also be 0.25. So just use that dimension tool, click on both lines, and separate them by 0.25. And we're going to finish our sketch. Go back to isometric, extrude, and we're going to click this big rectangle here. We're going to remove it. And we only want to go 0.5 inches, so half an inch. 0.5. Enter. That is what we want. Save it. Alright, up to this point, we've done all this stuff before. Next, we're going to add some new stuff from OnShape. We've done it in Inventor, we haven't done it in OnShape yet. So we are going to go to a new... Actually, we're going to go... Let's go ahead and do the fillet first. So we're gonna click on fillet. Remember, a fillet is like a rounded edge. A chamfer is more of like a angled edge, but a fillet is more rounded. You got fillets and rounds. We're gonna click fillet. We're gonna click the edge that we want to fillet, which is this edge, this corner right here. We're gonna click on that. It's gonna go ahead and round it. We want our radius though to be, I believe, 0.5 inches. So do 0.5, press enter, and that looks right. So we're gonna leave it at that, 0.5. Click the old enter button, the green check mark, rather. And then we are gonna put 2 circles in here. We're gonna do sketch. We're gonna click this back face back here, so this little back nook. Click that. We're gonna make our front view. There we go. And then we're gonna put 2 circles. So a center point. These circles are gonna be 0.5 inches big. So just put 2 0.5 inch circles there. And using dimension, they are both 0.5 away from the top. So click dimension. From the top to the center point, it's gonna be 0.5 for both. Top, center point, 0.5. And then from this line to here is 0.5. And from this line to here is 0.5. So all the dimensions are 0.5. That's pretty easy. Just make sure you know which ones I'm clicking on. So from the right side of the center point, top to the center point, top to the second center point, and then this middle line to the center point. They're all 0.5. So just type in 0.5 when you get to it. Okay. I'm gonna click enter. We will go back to our isometric view. Click on extrude. We're gonna remove, so we're gonna make these holes. Click on both of them. Okay, they should go all the way through the part. Perfect. And enter. Done. Alright, done on that one.
Hi.
This is my daughter Alana. She's going to be helping us out today. So, class, we are on number 13 on that page 203, way down at the bottom. So, we're going to start by making an L shape on the right side plane. So, let's go up to sketch, click on create new sketch. We're going to click on this this right panel right here. We're going to go and right click and hide all those planes. Click on the right side this time, not the front. So make sure you hit that right side. And we're going to start by drawing the L shape on number 13. So I'm going to go over to the right. Looks like we're going to go 1 inch. We're going to go up. Oops, straight up. We need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1.25. I'm going to go to the left, just 0.25, down 0.75, and then we're going to go over and down to finish that piece. Let's go ahead and click Finish Sketch on Sketch 1. We'll go back to our isometric view, zoom out a little bit, and we're going to extrude it, this piece, to a depth of, hold on, trying to help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 inches. To enter. Alright, so go ahead and click accept. So if you look at number 13, we've got 2 fillets on both of these 2 top edges. So let's go to fillet. Up here, right here, the rounded edge. Click fillet. And we're going to click on this and this corner. And we want to change our fillet value to 0.5. Press enter to check it out. Looks good to me. Press OK. Then finally, we're going to put a semicircle on the bottom down here. We're going to put a little semicircle across the bottom. So click sketch. We're going to click on this top face of this little shelf piece right here. Click on that. We're going to look at it. View normal to. We're going to draw a center point circle. So click on that. This center point circle, as long as you put it somewhere down here, actually it's going to put you that midpoint. That's what we want. Click on the midpoint, the little yellow square. And this circle, we want to be 1 inch across. So 1 inch in diameter. Finish that sketch. go to extrude. We're going to go back to our isometric view. This time we'll click on that semicircle. We will remove it to get rid of that material. And green check mark. Bam. Number 13 is done. Alright, so hopefully that helps you out with those 4 problems. This will be this week's assignment. Alright. If you get this done early, that's great, because the next assignment is going to be, you get to make your own thing, your own idea. So I'm going to have a problem for you next week that I will go ahead and publish, and then you are in charge of making some sort of a part that goes along with that. All right. Nice work, class. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.